Alright guys, I'm headed out to my camp spot and I'm following the property owner right there in that white truck. I said this was a different style of camping, and it is, and I'll explain in a little bit. What the? Camping with some big rigs. Alright, I'll bring you back in a minute, guys. I have no idea. So you saw I was coming in, and I want to talk about camping. Whether you're an experienced camper, a beginner camper, there's all kinds of varieties of camping. You've seen people do stealth camping, abandoned building camping, wild camping, glamping, RV camping, tenting. I mean, the possibilities are endless, and this is just another avenue of camping that not a lot of people know about. A lot of people in the community of camping already know about it, but I just found out about it not too long ago, so I figured, you know what, I'm giving it a shot. And today, guys, we're on a hip camp. I thought I was going to be in the woods today, but I am surrounded by woods, and we'll take a walk around in a little bit, and I'll show you the area where I'm camping. There's only 2 sites here on all this property. And after talking with the owners, they also rent out their house on Airbnb. I mean, there's pros and cons of different camping styles to everything. You know, when you're doing these wild camps or these stealth camps, you don't know what you're getting into. And honestly, I like that kind of camping. I camped out in that abandoned hospital, so all different kinds of camping appeals to me. But say you're just starting out camping, where do you go? Yeah, maybe if you have the opportunity to camp out in your backyard, I would say start there. If not, then I would say go to a campground. You know, get the experience of camping out. You know, start out at a campground. You're safe. You know what to expect. There's probably bathrooms and all that kind of stuff. So start out there. Go to a campground. Hipcamp is an option. It's an app. Check it out. Look it up yourself. It's called Hipcamp. All one word. And basically what it is people, private landowners that have large pieces of property, they're now utilizing it for people to go camping. If you want to go RV camping, then you would narrow your search down to RVs. If you're looking to do tent camping or car camping, you can narrow that down. Like I have my car pretty much right over there. I don't know if you can see it, but I was prepared to sleep in my truck tonight just in case it gets too cold. But honestly, I don't think I'll have a problem, so I set up the tent. But yeah, we're on a Hipcamp. Check it out. Go on Hipcamp, put in the zip code of where you'd like to check out, and it's going to bring up all these unbelievable spots. People who have private wooded areas, you know, people who have lakefront property. You want to camp in the woodland and feel safe. Well, you know, you can do that on sites like Hipcamp. And I mean, this wasn't expensive at all. I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. You know, check it out. I mean, I'm only like an hour away from my house right now. And for an RV spot, then just type in RV. If you're looking just to do some, you know, maybe some car camping or some, even some lodging. They have like some funky, you know, not your everyday run-of-the-mill camping. Like if you want to stay in a tree house, check out Hipcamp. You want to stay in like a 1950s camper that's been all remodeled, and then check that out. There's all kinds of avenues, and I know a lot of camping people, or a lot of people that do this for a living. You know, they go camping and stuff. They might not tell you about all that, you know, because they want to keep it for themselves. Like they're on all these epic locations. They could be on a Hipcamp. You just don't know. Let me show you my scenery right now. How beautiful is this? This is what I'm going to wake up to, this view right here tomorrow. And those aren't houses. Those are just buildings on the property. Their house is over there. It's a beautiful cabin way over there. They actually rent that out as a Airbnb. They stay in the camper over there. This is site 1. I had the choice of sites, so I took this one. The other site looks like it might be like right over there. We'll go check that out in a little bit. I have use of a boat, and this is my setup right there, right behind the yellow excavator. I couldn't say enough good things about it. I'm in the Dragoon tonight. So we're in the tent bivvy. Got the nature hike chair. I have an axe sitting on a table for no reason. Actually, I used it for the tent stakes because it's a little gravel. Wouldn't really go in the ground that well. And a beer and my Trekology camp table right there. I'll bring you over to the car. So as you can see, I was originally setting this up to do some car camping, and I didn't know what the situation was going to be, so I have the back of my truck set up right here, and it is comfortable. So I have that right there, and I got a cooler up front and all my stuff. Now that's not something you see at a campsite all the time, so this is pretty cool. We'll take a walk down here in a little while, and we'll go collect up some wood. Look at this. I'm basically in a cranberry bog, guys. But we'll check out the area in a little bit. This is nice. Look at this. Got some tiki torches. Totally pristine. This is the tent I'm staying in. I'm staying in the Dragoon bivvy tent. I forgot my sleeping bag. Guys, what an idiot. I forgot my sleeping bag. So basically I do have my sleep pad, and I got a bunch of blankets that I was going to use if I ended up staying in the car, if it got too cold. I do have a bunch of blankets I can use, so that's a plus. Yeah, go camping. Don't bring a sleeping bag. What a rookie. Check it out. Go on to Hipcamp, Google it, and see what it is. They probably have it in your area. I know they have it here. They have it across the UK. I think there's somewhere else that they have it anyways. But yeah, if you're looking for an alternative camping experience, Hipcamp may be the avenue for you. So don't be fooled by a lot of these epic locations sometimes that some people may go to. They may just be at a Hipcamp and not telling you. The owners, it's pretty funny, they were warning me about the deer making all kinds of noise. You know, they could be barking tonight or coming through. I think that would be awesome. It would be cool to see or hear some wildlife. Yeah, so let's take a walk around my campsite. Looks like a little bit of a construction zone back here, but it's friggin' perfect. Let's see what's down here. Look at this. This is all their property, from like everything you can see. It's basically works out for everybody. It's a win-win situation. The property owner gets a little bit of cash. You get an alternative camping experience that you may have never otherwise had an opportunity to get. See some new areas. You're not at a campground with a bunch of other people and screaming kids and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, let's check this out. At some point I'm gonna have to look around for some wood. They basically said to help myself. Obviously I'm not gonna be chopping any trees down, but if there's wood around, I'll find it. And Yeah, this is sweet. They've got a few campers on the property. Like I'm walking by one right now. But this is theirs. This is basically where I'm at. Look at that. Look at this truck right there. Wonder if it still runs. I like my camping with a little bit of construction equipment. But seriously, I love this. Look at this. This whole area is to myself. They said I can go anywhere I want. You know, basically do anything I want. So that's, oh, look at this. There's a boat over here. Let's go check this boat out. You're not really gonna see a boat like that in any of in a camping video. Oh, SS Minnow vibes. It's a nice boat, actually. An old Bayliner. Flatbed. Like I said, the owners were telling me they're looking for, you know, an alternative to keep the deer away from getting to the cranberries and stuff, so I don't know. We might hear a lot of activity later on in the night. Who knows? But look at this. I mean, when I first got here, I felt a little weird, like a little intrusive, like, all right, where do I go? I'm coming onto somebody's property. But that's what it's for, you know? They have people stay here that want to camp. They have people coming from all over, they said. New York, Maryland, anybody looking to just get out of the city. Cranberry bog. How cool. So tonight, we camp in the cranberry bog. And I couldn't be happier. Or at one point, the site said they didn't have bathrooms, but she did say that there's a porta potty down here somewhere. Guess it'd be a good idea to locate the bathroom now, right? Must be their little work area. It's a big rig truck right back down in there. Looks like they do some planting and everything right over here. Another fleet of trucks right there. Wow, look at that old Chevy right there. Probably still more reliable than my old busted up Ford that I used to have. Alright. Oh, this is pretty cool. Little shed right there. Oh wow, look at this. This little camper over here. Oh, alright, I found the porta potty. Alright, might as well use it. Oh cool, look at this. Look at that. That's a pretty cool looking gargoyle right there. Alright, let's use the porta potty while we're here. Oh, look how clean this is. No cans, bottles, or trash. I think I need to lock it. Obviously, guys, I'll bring you back in a minute. Alrighty, much better. Alright, I'm probably gonna try and find some wood. Alright, I'll see you back when I get to the campsite. Look at this. I don't know if you can see these ducks over here. Let's go over and see. Oh, look at them. Okay, I'm an idiot. These ducks aren't even real. Guys, check this out. I thought this was a real duck right here. No. Beautiful wildlife, guys. But no, that's awesome. Way cool. Paddle boat right there. Unreal. I could probably take that out. I don't know. So anyways, what I'm doing is just been chilling out, relaxing, having a couple beers, and maybe you can tell like in a little bit I'm gonna get a fire going. I think once it gets dark, I've been just kind of walking around and collecting up some wood here and there, and then I'm gonna cook. It's a little windy, so I'm gonna cook in the back of the truck. And I got a great dinner to try out tonight. So I've never had it, but I know it's popular in the UK, and it's making its popularity over here. So I figured, I'll just try it. I'm sure it's not an authentic way it's supposed to be made, but we're gonna make supper in a little bit. So anyways, I'm gonna get going right around the corner and go collect up some wood. Look at this. I think they brought me firewood. Hey, check that out. Look at the planes flying overhead. Oh, look at that. Thank you. Thank you for the wood. Look at that. They must have... Now, you don't get this at a regular campsite. Let me tell you. This is awesome. They just dumped off some wood, so I'll be burning that up later. They were telling me that the city dump is like way up over there. They also said there's like some trails in the woods. They said feel free to go for a walk. If you see anywhere that looks like a path, have at it. This is all their property. This is awesome. They're on like their little paradise island over here. It's wicked cool. So before we get cooking in a little bit, I just figured I'd show you a little bit of my setup for cooking. Not that you haven't seen anything like that before, but I'm going to cook in the back of the truck just to eliminate the wind. The MSR Pocket Rocket Deluxe Stove, gas canister, pan. Nothing too exciting. My little coffee station that I have set up right there. Got a light hanging off the back. And this is where I was originally going to sleep. I would have had my pillow up there. I can finish rolling that out, and it's a nice, comfortable place to sleep. But yeah, I'm going to sleep in the tent. Man, the last time I camped out in a tent, it's been a while. I've wanted to do so many more camps, but how life gets in the way. The last time I camped out in my tent, and this is Dragoon Unlimited. This is, I'll link it in the comments as like a video of, other videos you may want to watch. This will be one of them. This is the Dragoon Unlimited. It's a bivvy / tent, and you can sit up full. I love this freaking tent. Sorry, I just swore, so if there was like a weird edit, then I just had to edit that out. But I just said I basically love this effing tent. But yeah, this is where we're camping tonight. I can't wait. Can't wait till it gets a little darker, but you know what? We're just going to enjoy some time. But yeah, we got a good dinner. We have chicken tikka marsala. I'm not sure if it's like made the way that they make them in restaurants or anything. I just have chicken and like tikka marsala rice. So that's what we're going to have. And I can't wait to try it, actually. Kind of getting hungry now. It's only about like maybe 5 o'clock. So I'm going to just chill for a little bit, maybe like half hour, an hour, and then I'll bring you back and we'll start to cooking out of the back of the truck. All right, guys. Well, before it gets too dark, and it's not getting dark yet, but I just wanted to show you my sleep system. I forgot my sleeping bag, all right? Because, I'm going camping, so why bring a sleeping bag? But yeah, so I forgot my sleeping bag. So what I'm using as my sleeping bag is my hot cocoa blanket. It snaps, and I'm going to be putting my feet down in there. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to use my hot cocoa blanket as a sleeping blanket, or as a sleeping bag, so to speak. So I'll let you know how that went. I've used it before and it kept me warm, and that was in December. So I do have other blankets if I need it, but as of right now, I just have the sleeping pad. Got a little bit of a blanket on top of the sleeping pad, and I got my hot cocoa blanket right there and a little pillow, and we're good to go. So that's the system right there. I'm probably gonna start cooking dinner in about a half an hour, guys, so bring you back in a little bit. But yeah, something different. Check out Hipcamp. Highly recommend. Let's get some food on. Hey guys, it's getting a little bit chillier, but that's all right. I think it's supposed to dip down to like 34 degrees. Like right now it might be in like the 50s, but we're gonna get dinner on. Got some chicken right here, and in my food bag we have some royal tikka masala. So we're going to have some chicken tikka masala. And yeah, I can't wait to try it out. Seasoned basmati rice and some chicken. Ought to be some pretty good food. All right, first off, we're just going to get a little bit of oil in the pan. All right, so a little bit of oil in the pan. Get that all around. All right, let's turn this on. And I'm only cooking in the back of my truck because it's just a little bit windy, and you know what? Why not cook in the back of your truck? Right. Let's get some chicken in there. It's totally safe. Totally. All right. Already you can hear that sizzle. Let's see if I can turn that down just a little bit. Get that turned down just a little bit. Gonna add some garlic because everything's better with garlic. Seasonings over here. We got some salt and some pepper. Over here, we got your seasonings over here. A lot of pepper. I like pepper. All right. It's a cooking show. All right, let's get a little bit of salt. Oh, I just spilled it all in my car. That's awesome. A little bit of salt. And then it'll take no time to actually cook this rice. It's basically like microwave rice, but we're just going to throw it in the pan. And we're going to cook it up nice, and it's going to be yummy. Looking good so far. Smells really awesome. What are you having tonight? Anything good? Got any camping meals that you want to suggest that I try? I'll try it. I have another dehydrated meal, but I'm going to save that to do on its own. A fellow YouTuber, Hojangle. Check out her channel, Hojangle. She does like extreme stealth camping like all the time, not just some of the time, like all the time. But she also makes her own dehydrated meals, and she sent me a meal to try out along with a dessert. And this dessert I've never seen before, so I can't wait to try that. I was going to bring it tonight, but we'll save that for another camp out or another time. Oh, look at this. That chicken's getting all nice. Show you that. Nice, right? All right, let that cook, do its thing. Maybe steam it just a little bit. Be right back. Oh man. Chicken's cooking up nice. Guess that won't have too much more to go, so I'll probably just add in the rice now. And this is Royal Tikka Masala seasoned basmati rice. Now I don't know if I'm going to use the whole package, but I am going to put some in here. Alright, whoops, we got rice going everywhere. Let's see. Just going to break that rice up. Woo! Oh wow, that smells amazing already. Hopefully it tastes good. I mean, yeah, all the seasoning smells good, but will it taste good? This is awesome. So what do you think about this so far? I know it's a little bit of a strange location. I'm camping in a... Oh, shit. I could just throw that in there. No one saw anything. But, yeah. What do you think of this location? What do you think of Hipcamp? If you've ever used Hipcamp, let me know down below. Let me know either what you thought about it, where you went, did you have a good experience, would you recommend it? I happen to love this, and the owners, as you saw, had come by a couple of times. No one's bothering me. They were just delivering me some wood, letting me know what I can do, and feel free. Very, 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 very welcoming. More personable of an experience. All right, screw it. We're having all this rice. And yeah, I would come here again. I mean, I obviously want to try different places, but if asked, would I come here again? Yeah, I would. And as the weather gets nicer, we're just going to keep going to more epic spots. Some of these places I got lined up, guys, you know, you definitely want to come along. I enjoy the company as well. And I know people might be like, what do you mean you might enjoy the company? You're there by yourself. Yeah, I might be here by myself, but talking to you guys kind of like gives me something to do. I'm talking to you guys. You guys are here with me, and we're having a hell of a time. So come camping with me, you know? This is awesome. All right, I'm gonna just let that cook and do its thing. I don't know if I should add a little bit of water to that. Maybe we'll just add a little bit of beer to that. I don't know, can't hurt, right? All right, we'll throw that in. Sip for me, a sip for the pan. And I only just put in just a touch, basically just to steam this. Let's just see if how that's doing there. All right. All right, let that do its thing. That rice off of there. And we'll be eating in no time, guys. I'll bring you back shortly when I plate this up, and yeah, we'll have some dinner. Damn rice and salt all over the back of my truck. Wait till I go on the road. Yeah, that's coming up too. I got a road trip that I'm thinking of doing, and doing some vlogging along the way, and just finding different places to park up to camp. And I don't know, I have more plans than I have time, you know? You ever have that? You know, it's what it is right now, but that's all right. All right, let's see how we're doing here. Didn't I say I'd be right back? All right, that's all right. I think these beers are taking the effect right now. All right. Wow, that really looks good. All right, we're going to continue to cook that a little bit. Turn that down if I can. Nice. All right, we're going to let that cook. Do its thing. We'll be back probably in a minute. All right, that should be done. Just gonna let that sit and steam for a second, and then we'll plate this up, and then we're gonna be chowing. All right, let's plate this up. I was gonna eat it right out of the pan, but you know what? We're not gonna be a savage tonight. We're just going to eat it in a plate. All right, this looks really good. So plate that up. Oops. And to clean off the pan, what I'm going to do to just clean the pan, I know a lot of people either stick it in the fire, you can do that too. I'm just going to put a little water in the pan and put it back over the heat. That's going to loosen everything up and it'll be clean. So, because I am going to use this pan for breakfast. That looks good. Get some water in the pan. I'm going to heat that up. This is dinner, guys. Beautiful scenery. I got an awesome meal. Or I think it's an awesome meal. I haven't even tried it. Let's try it. Oh, I like that rice. I guess it's Indian. Is it Indian food? Tikka masala. I think it's like a butter chicken with like spices, Indian spices. Wow, this really is good. Beats a dehydrated meal. I'm on my second Coors Light. I do have another beer to try. I was going to bring it, but this is what I had in the fridge from my last camp, so I just brought it. Brought a couple, but Shit Soils. That's the name of the channel. But he had suggested I try, like, because I asked him, he's a bear channel. If you want to check it out, check it out. It's Shit Soils. I didn't know there were bear channels, but apparently there are. And I asked him what's a good light beer, and he suggested, if I can pronounce this right, Ylang or Ling or Yuling or I know I'm botching that. I don't even know. But if anybody has any good suggestions of a beer that I could try, I just happen to be a fan of Coors Light. It's light. I really don't even love the taste of beer, but I do like this one. It's nice and light. It's crisp. I find it refreshing, and I can handle it. I'm not a big drinker. I don't like hard liquor or anything like that. But, you know, when I'm out on a camp, I do like to have, you know, a couple of beers to chill out and relax. And I feel no guilt at all. None. And But if you have a suggestion, drop a comment down below on what is a good light beer. Please don't anybody say Bud Light. I don't drink Bud Light. But, oh, this is really good. And I bet this would even be better if it was like prepared the way you're supposed to make chicken tikka marsala. But the chicken has picked up a lot of the flavor from the rice, so it's really good. I feel like I'm like shoveling it in and talking to you at the same time. Sorry, my table manners are a little bit better. But oh, this is so good. But yeah, what's for dinner at your house? What are you having? And I'm out here on, I just realized it. It's Earth Day. Today's Earth Day. I think it's like the April 22nd or something like that. So, happy Earth Day to everybody. And, yeah. Just needs to, like, start warming up a little bit more. I'm happy to be out here. It is a little chilly, but I'm loving life right now. And I'm glad you could come along. And like I said, I keep mentioning this Hipcamp because I can't wait to try other places. And I'm always going to tell you if I'm on a Hipcamp. I'm not going to be like in some epic location, you know, pretending to like wild camps anywhere. I will let you know if it's a Hipcamp. And if I'm wild camping, then I'll let you know I'm wild camping. If I'm stealth camping, well, you know how that goes. I'll let you know where I am and all that kind of thing. But yeah, Hipcamp, and what an alternative to like booking a regular campground. I don't think I could ever do another regular campground ever again after, you know, especially after doing wild camps when you find your own location, or doing something like on this idea or abandoned camping. I don't think I could ever do traditional camping at a campground unless I was the only one at the campground. You know, I mean, because when you go camping, what do you want? You want to be left alone. You want peace and quiet. You want to chill out and do your own thing. You want to go through your gear, use your gear, and all that kind of stuff. And you don't want people around. I feel like I hit the lottery with camping. Is this a traditional type of a campsite? No, not at all. Not at all. My tent's on some gravel over here. But it's fine. I have a beautiful scenery. The hosts are incredible. I got good food to eat. I got a beer to drink. It's beautiful out, and you guys are with me. So what else? What else is there? But all right. Obviously, this beer is taking effect because I'm like chatty Cathy over here, and my dinner's gonna get cold. So I'm gonna eat. I'm not gonna put you through that. I'm not gonna make you watch me eat or anything like that. So I'll be back in a little bit, guys. So enjoy some of the scenery. Just wanted to show you a quick boil does clean the pan. After all that rice was out of there, we got boiling hot water. I'm just gonna stir that around. I've already sanitized my utensils. Yeah, and that's ready for tomorrow. Dinner was so good. I got my pots and pans clean. I don't know if you can see that back there, but everything's been cleaned up. And I think we should get that fire going. They were nice enough to, you know, tractor down some wood, so we're gonna burn it. So let's get this fire going. Relax. Well, we got ourselves a fire. This fire went up in no time at all. It went up just like that. 2 little hexamine tablets, done. Oh yeah, oh, that fire feels so good. Oh yeah. Cheers, guys, and thank you for coming along with me. This is awesome. If you guys don't know, like, I'm a firebug. Like, I love fire. I will burn all this wood. Now we're camping. I mean, look at this. It's about the time of night where the spring peepers are out. I'm sure you can hear them. Listen. Hell yeah, this is awesome. And I'm so more into like the outdoors and camping now than I've ever been, so I'm like so excited. I have so many plans to do so many things, and I hope you're getting out there and doing what you love to do, whether it's camping or whatever it is you like to do. You know, get out there and do it. There's days where you just don't feel like, you ever have that, you know what I mean? Like you feel like you want to do something but you don't, but you force yourself to go out sometimes. And then you're so glad you did, you know? It just changes everything. Think of it that way when you're going out to do something. You know what? If you're not sick and you don't have like a responsibility to do that day, then get out, you know? This is what it's all about. And you don't have to spend a ton of money. Like I'm at a Hipcamp right now. What I spend, like 20 bucks? You know? I'm at like an hour away from my house. I'm in a beautiful area that I otherwise wouldn't normally camp at, you know. So this whole Hipcamp thing is going to be awesome, and you're going to see, like I said, a lot more Hipcamps coming up, along with wild camps, stealth camps, abandoned camps, just, you know, all kinds of camps. You know, car camping, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping it doesn't get too cold. You know, I do have my tent and everything, and I do want to sleep in my tent, but I'm going to be honest. Like if it starts like dipping down into like the 30s and I'm freezing, I'm not gonna suffer. I'm gonna go hop in my truck. And if I do, I will let you know. I'm not gonna pass it off like I slept in my tent all night if I didn't. You know, so there's that. Wow, this fire is raging. Oh my god. Oh shit. And thanks Phil for the starter wood. Just went up like that. Oh shit. This is nice. Oh, let's throw another one on. This looks like a nice dry piece. Yeah, it's bonfire time, guys. Fire's out of control, just like me. All right, this is the part where you lose me, because honestly, I'm like so wrapped up in this fire, it isn't even funny. I'll sit here and I'll stare at this thing for a long time. Keep feeding it and feeding it. I don't know what it is about fire, but I love a fire. This is awesome. We also have, I don't know if you saw this in a shot. I don't know if you saw that in the shot right there, but they also even provided a Weber grill. right there that I could use. It still had propane in it. They said I was welcome to it, but you know, I didn't need it. I got a fire and I brought my own stove, but I mean, this is nice. Spring peepers are out. It's starting to get dark a little bit. The sun just went down. You can see the moon right there. Let's see if I can zoom that in. Look, the moon's out right there. It was a full moon yesterday. And it's Monday, it's Earth Day, so this is me out here today. But look at that fire. Nice. But guys, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna just continue stoking this little flame I got going here. Continue drinking my beer and just chilling out and looking at that beautiful scenery of the lake behind me. Might be a filled-in cranberry bog, but it's a lake, all right? Complete with fake ducks and everything. But this is awesome. Guys, if you get a chance to do Hipcamp, check it out. Like, just Google it, you know, and then check it out and see what's available. But see what's available in your area. You'll probably be surprised. You'll be like, wow, I didn't know that place was there, or they're going to let me camp at that place, or, you know, look at this property. It's going to open up a whole new world of camping, and I love it. So, all right, I'll see you back in a little bit, guys. The sun just went down. You can hear those spring peepers. I love it. Well, guys, it's getting to be that time. I don't know if I'm going to walk around. I pretty much showed you the area. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to sleep in my tent tonight. I just kind of made the decision about 5 minutes ago. So, yeah, I want to sleep in my truck. If given the opportunity, it's starting to get kind of cold, you know? And I'm just going to be real. I have my tent. I'm looking forward to sleeping in my tent. But I got a perfectly good vehicle right in there with like a DVD with movies and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to let this fire burn out for a little bit. And then we'll go into the truck and I'll show you my setup in there and we'll chill out. We'll talk a little bit more about this whole Hipcamp experience and get a movie on. I got some good movies to watch. Can't wait to get into the truck. It's going to be kind of comfortable. Let's go look at this tent. So yeah, there's my tent. I just flipped over my table and flipped over my chair so there won't be condensation on it in the morning. You know, I'm sitting here, and I'm like, you know something? I can go wild camp somewhere else this has been like a kind of bit of a luxury, you know. So I got the truck right there. I've already got all the blackout screens in it. I saved them from my Ford. See, look at that. You can't even see in those windows. And this is kind of how it looks right now. Got a screen hanging up right there in the front. Put my pillow back in here. Like I said, I forgot my sleeping bag, so I'm sleeping in my hot cocoa blanket. And I have another blanket if I need it, and this is pretty comfortable, so I'm gonna get in here and watch some movies, guys. Maybe we'll make a cup of coffee in here. I don't even know. So I'll see you back in a minute. Hey guys, welcome to car life. No, but yeah, so we're in the truck. I decided to not stay in the tent. Tonight's supposed to dip down to like 30 something degrees, and which isn't bad. Honestly, that's not like it's like really bad or anything like that. I mean, I've camped out in December into January and it was a lot colder than that, but now that I'm here, you know, I've done the tent thing. I want to try camping out in the truck. And since I have my truck on site with me, if I didn't have my truck with me, I'd be in that tent right now. But I have my truck right next to my tent, so I'm thinking to myself, freeze my ass off in the tent. Nice warm truck with videos. I ended up in the truck. So we're here. I took like I said, I forgot my sleeping bag. So what I have is the hot cocoa blanket that I snapped up, and I'm using it as a sleeping bag. I don't know if you can see that. My feet are tucked down the end here, and I'm using it as a camping quilt, and it seems pretty warm. I mean, I'm warm in my truck right now. I'll give you a little tour in a second. I'm just taking my sweatshirt off. Oh, excuse me. God. But yeah, let me get the sweatshirt off. God. Let me take this black layer off to reveal another black layer on underneath. Just a little ray of sunshine. Okay. All right. So I got my sweatshirt off. And yeah, we're gonna watch some movies. I brought the Kindle. And let me just show you around. All right, so I don't know how well you can see that. Let me back that up a little bit. Got all my Reflectix in the windows. I saved these from the Ford and cut them down because these windows are smaller. I have a blanket hanging from, I have a curtain rod, a tension rod that's hanging down from the, as I like to call, the oh shit handles in your car. I mean, there's no flat surface to stick, so you can just kind of loop it into your handles right there, and it hangs pretty well. And I got a blanket there, so that's sealed off. Like I said, the Reflectix. The only part that I ran out, I'll explain that. Got the Reflectix, so I'm sealed up in here, pretty private. Got my little flex tail light right there. I happen to like this one better than the Zero pump. The Zero pump doesn't have the light. I happen to like the light feature. And honestly, how small are these things supposed to be? I mean, that's pretty small, and it weighs pretty much nothing anyways. So, as you can tell, I'm not an ultralighter. And this mess right here, this is that like cheap no-name brand Reflectix. I ran out of Reflectix and I bought this stuff. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell the difference. This is more like a tinfoil type with lines. And I don't know what this brand is. It's got like little holes. Well, it doesn't have the rigidity as Reflectix does. And it doesn't jam in the windows that well. So I have it taped here, here, and here. So I do have some more Reflectix. I just need to make this back window cover a little bit better. And yeah, we're car camping. If I run out of power, I have a little power bank right there. show you that. All right, I'm at full power right there. This is pretty good. You know, it's not like the Jackery or anything like that with like mega 1,000 watts of power. It's I think it's like a 200 watt power bank. And it has, you know, like 3 USB ports, a couple of these DC outputs, the AC output right there. I love this thing. So anyways, so I got power. I'm not worried about that. Got my little coffee station right there. And we're just going to chill. So yeah, this is in the truck. And I'm going to get to watching a movie and get a movie loaded. So I'll bring you back in a minute before we do goodnights. And it's about like 8:30, almost 9 o'clock. And I'm just going to chill out in here. So this has been awesome. And I'm glad you came along with me. What are your thoughts on Hipcamp? So think about that for a second. I'll be right back. So basically I'm just chilling. I'm watching, downloaded a few things. I'm watching The Mysteries of the Unexplained or something like that. Somebody goes missing on a lake. Should probably lock my door.
I always read the stories about the curse of Lake Lanier. It's always been the creepy, like the haunted lake. You know, you're brave if you go there, but I was kind of skeptic, so didn't really think anything of it. And then in 2020, me and my family, you know, we were hanging out at the lake. We tried to catch some fish, and it wasn't really active. So we were like, let's go in the water. You know, you're brave. Yank me real fast.
So yeah, this is me. I'm comfortable. Look at this. I got a nice setup.
I started freaking out. It happened with a span of a few seconds, but it felt like eternity. And then I shot back up. But when I did, because of my asthma, I couldn't breathe.
Well, guys, I'm just gonna sit and chill. Gonna relax, watch my show. If anything interesting happens, I'll bring you back, as they always say. And hopefully nothing interesting happens. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit here, and if I decide to make a cup of coffee or anything like that, then I'll bring you back. And but for now, guys, I am gonna say goodnight. I appreciate you guys coming along, and I will see you in the morning at breakfast time and coffee. So bye. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Car life. Ooh. It's about 7 in the morning. 7 in the morning. It's nice and sunny out. See my breath a little bit. Anyways, I didn't sleep well, and it wasn't due to the fact of being uncomfortable. I mean, yeah, I could probably build this bed up a little bit better. I might need to get, instead of sleeping on all these blankets, it was comfortable, but it wasn't as comfortable as it could be. So I think I'm gonna have to invest in, you know, like one of those foam type mattress type pads, you know, and cut it out to the shape that I want. So at least I have some sort of cushioning. My back is a little like, and then I don't know what was going on. Like, I was thinking maybe I should film this, but you know what? I don't think it was anything weird. It just looked weird, you know, that there was some things going on in the night. All of a sudden, like around like 1:30, 1:45 in the morning, I heard what sounded like a large truck idling next to me. All I heard was like that type of thing. I know, it's a good impression, right? But yeah, so I heard that noise. So then I'm peeking out. I lift up a corner of the Reflectix, and I'm looking outside. I see a car way off on the very edge of the bog, just driving down. someone getting out, walking around with flashlights, blah, blah, blah. What it was probably the pump for the bog or the bogs or something like that. That's the only thing I can think of, because it was it was a noise that seemed to go on all night, and it just shut off probably like, I don't know, like less than an hour ago. So it was something that was running during the night. I'm guessing it was a pump for the bog, or I don't know, maybe it was something to scare deer away or something, I don't know. But I was just like, what the hell is that? So I went to sleep, and then I was freezing. Like, I got up and I turned the car on, just for like a couple of minutes, and I sat up. Oh, excuse me, just for like a little while, and then I went to bed. Then I got up, then I went to bed, and then I finally got up. I think the last time I like wake up to be like, was like maybe at like 4:45, and then here we are now. So let me just show you a view out the back gate right now. It's nice. There's like a little bit of mist coming off the water still, so I'll show you that. Then we need some coffee. I think I need to make some coffee first off right away. ASAP. No, oh my God. But this was like more comfortable than sleeping in the tent, I think. I think I made the right decision, at least by sleeping in the car. I would have been completely miserable sleeping, in the tent. I was freezing. Like at one point I woke, I was frozen. I was frozen. How cold was it, Marlo? It was freezing. Where is that? Oh, I'll get a cup of coffee on first. I'm not even gonna think about breakfast yet. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I didn't hear any deer or anything going on in the night. So I guess that was good. What am I doing here? Oh boy. Well, I've never made a coffee in my truck before. Alright, let's see. Just gotta wake up a little bit more. I'm gonna make this coffee, and yeah. I'm not even really fully awake, guys. I shouldn't be lighting fires in my car. That's okay. couldn't believe how cold I was. I mean, I think the temperature was only like maybe 34, 33 degrees, but it just seemed like it was freezing, and I don't understand why. I'm thinking to myself, as I'm laying there, I'm like, what is going on? Why can't you handle sleeping in your tent tonight? You did this back not too long ago, and it was almost the same temperature. I don't even know. It just seemed to go right through me, and I couldn't take it. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right. Well, as soon as this is made, I'll bring you back. Cheers, guys. And good morning. Whew, that's hot. Ooh, that first sip though, let me tell you. I need a little more creamer. I need some creamer. I'm a dreamer for creamer. All right. Now that should be good. I'm losing what's left of my brain. I am losing what's left of my brain. I guess I could take off some of these little reflectics. Aren't these cute? These like the cutest little things for the side windows. These little ones right here. Oh man, looks like it's gonna be a beautiful day. It's Tuesday, the day after Monday. No, the day after Earth Day. So it's Tuesday. Tomorrow's supposed to, I think, be rainy. The rest of the week might not be so good. So I'm glad this worked out. This little Hipcamp. Hold on a second. Oh yeah. Whoops. But so I guess I just want to ask you guys, have you guys ever utilized Hipcamp or an app like that to do some alternative type camping? Now, maybe this campsite wasn't appealing to you. Maybe you don't want to stay in a cranberry bog. You know, but I loved it, you know, and it was awesome. And what makes it better, I think, is that, you know, you open your mind to new experiences and new ways to do things. So, you know, I came here, I planned to sleep in my tent, ended up sleeping in the truck, and I think that was probably the way it was supposed to go. I had a great time. Another Hipcamp location could be somewhere in the woods. Another location could be on a beach somewhere. So don't base it, you know, just on what you're seeing here. I'm just showing you this was my experience. This was my first trip that I ever booked through, say, an app, you know, Hipcamp. It's the first time I ever decided to look elsewhere for like places to camp instead of just driving around or spotting a spot or checking a campground that maybe I know or something like that. This is exposing me, I guess, to new areas, new ways to try and camp, a good way to see something that you normally otherwise wouldn't see it, like say a regular campground. You're not with a bunch of people unless you want to bring a bunch of people. So I think it's just a great thing to have nowadays. There's all these great services that we have now that involve an app and all that kind of stuff. But like I said, I didn't download the app, so it's still possible if you don't want to put like another app on your phone. You don't have to do that. So it probably works better, and but I didn't actually download the app, and it still works fine for me. And if you have to get in touch with the property owner, you do that through email, through like Hipcamp. It sends a message. It probably like alerts her on her phone or something like that. So it worked out fine, and I would recommend it to anybody. I don't think we should gatekeep great things. Share it with people. So yeah, Hipcamp. Look into it. Check it out. Just for fun, play with it. Throw in your own zip code, or maybe throw in a zip code where you want to go. Narrow your search down to like either a tent. Say you want to stay in a tent, and just hit go and just see what comes up. So it's kind of fun to play around and see what's out there for a different way to camp or trying something new. I don't know. I'm still babbling. I'm just going to drink my coffee and shut up. And then we'll go outside in a little bit. And I'll make some breakfast and be all cheery and stuff. And woo. But all right. I'm going to drink my coffee. See you back in a second, guys. Wow. Looks like it's going to be a nice day. I feel like I'm on the moon. Oh, this is awesome. I'll give you a 360. Well, there's the tent that I didn't sleep in. It's kind of drying off. All the morning dew and the mist is just starting to burn off. You can see the fake ducks over there. Good morning. Yeah, this is where I am. Look at that. Sun's just coming up. Yeah. And that's us right now. So I'm gonna sit and enjoy my coffee. And I'll bring you back when we make some breakfast. Let's get some breakfast on. Let that heat up a second. Burn off yesterday's dinner. Heat up a little bit. All right, that oil's starting to get loose. Oh, the eggs survived. That's good. I love Spam and eggs. It's not really something I cook a lot, and I kind of only make it when I go camping. Looking good already. This thing like instantly cooks things. Oh yeah, what am I trying to do here? A little bit of salt. No, you know what? No salt. There's probably enough salt in the Spam, so we'll just do a lot of pepper. Pepper on this side. All right. What the hell did I just do with the cover? Oh. You ever lose something right when you put it down? Yep, we're clear this morning. It's about looking good. Get some eggs on there. Turn that down for the eggs if I can, just a little. Throw my shells out in a minute. Oh. I like a little bit of garlic and pepper in my eggs. I'm telling you, you're gonna. I put garlic on everything. Everything. I mean, I like fresh, but you know what? We're out here camping. This is what we're gonna use. Screw it. Let's throw a little bit of everything bagel seasoning in there too. Why not? All right, let's flip this. I'm gonna have to make another cup of coffee. I just didn't cut it, you know? All right, let's see what we can do here. Can I flip this yolk without busting it? Oh. Oh, shit. All right, we're gonna let this carry over cook now. Gonna let that sit. Let's get some water on for coffee. Whoa, coffee abuse. Oh, this looks good. I was gonna plate it up and make it all nice, but you know what? Let's be a savage. Just eat out of the pan. Morning, guys. Oh yeah. This is so good. Second cup of coffee. I feel like I'm coming back to life. God, this is so good. I don't know, it's just something about eating breakfast outside. I'm like surrounded by woods, bogs, birds singing. Can't beat it. Now, if I wanted to, as soon as I'm done, I could just, stop packing up and break it down, and that'll be it. I'm allowed to stay here until 12. So, who knows? Maybe I'll hang out. I don't know. It's nice. I'm not in a rush. There's no hurry. Like I said, I'm just under an hour away from home, so not too far. Had a successful camp. Things didn't go exactly as the way I wanted them to go, but you just roll with however things go, Like I said, I was all excited to sleep in my tent, but given the choice between a tent, freezing, all that, and knowing my truck is just right there, all set up and ready to get in and be cozy, yeah, that was my choice. I would have been freezing my ass off in that tent last night. But like I said, if I didn't have my car here and I was at a site where I had to walk in, I would have just sucked it up and stayed in the tent. But I was just too tempted for comfort and all that kind of stuff. And it was even cold in the truck, so I can't even imagine what it would have been like in the tent. And I did look up the temperature to see what the temperature got down to last night. And during the coldest, I think it was 30 to 31 degrees. I mean, that's kind of cold. All right, it's just a couple of degrees away from the 20s. You know, there was a frost warning. So that noise that I heard last night makes sense, because he was probably, because this isn't an active cranberry bog. So they must have been flooding a part of the bog or something like that so it wouldn't freeze. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. You know? But I was like, what the heck is that noise? Oh, this is so good. Mm-mm-mm. Like I said, food makes me happy, so I'm just sitting here enjoying life and doing my happy dance, I guess. I don't even know what I'm doing. Just grooving to the music in my head. All right, I'm getting ridiculously stupid, so I'm gonna finish my breakfast, guys, and I'll bring you back. And I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe we'll hang out. Maybe I'll wrap it up. I don't know. But I do appreciate that you came along. I'll be right back. Just slowly starting to break down camp. Just drying out the I can't even think, the friggin' fly sheet, I guess, that goes over the tent. I can't think right now. This is the Dragoon Unlimited tent. This is what it looks like without the cover on. Yeah, I would have liked to have slept in here last night, but it was a little too cold. So yeah, I'm just gonna break down camp and I'll bring you back in a little bit. Oh, just wanted to let you know the information I have. The owner just stopped by. He's on his way to do excavating stuff. I don't know. The owners they're just so nice. Like, really, he's like, stay here all day. I don't care, you know. Thought that was so nice. He was telling me, so this isn't a flooded bog. Let me do this. All right. That's not a flooded bog. I guess this is a spring-fed, natural spring-fed little, you know, lake, I guess. He said when he first got the property, it was only a little patch of water coming up, and he dug this out 25 years ago. All of these cranberry bogs don't work. I mean, they're not operational. He had mentioned that, you know, the cranberries that, you know, some of the companies were looking for aren't the ones that he grew. But he does grow, like over there, there's a working bog over there. And yeah, last night he did confirm that there was a threat of frost. It was like 31 degrees. So he had to flood out the bog, or flood out, you know, the other bog over there to prevent frost. And also to prevent the sprinkler heads from freezing. So, yeah, this is awesome. So I just wanted to tell you that. So I'm gonna start, or finish, breaking down camp, guys. And then I'll bring it back when, I don't know what I'm doing after this, actually. I don't know if I'm gonna go take a walk, or head out of here. I'll probably head out, but I appreciate you guys coming along. This has been awesome. Like I said, check out Hipcamp, an alternative way to go camping. And yeah, have fun looking around the site and put in your zip code and see what comes up in your area, or an area that maybe you want to visit. And you might be surprised at what you can find. So guys, on that note, I'm just going to wrap it up and say thank you for coming along. I appreciate it. And thank you for all your support. And see you on the next one, guys. Bye.